I want a miracle in my life. I want a miracle in your life. You know why you should want a miracle in your life? So that you can show people how good God is by walking around as a miracle. Listen, I want to let everybody know really quickly, today, and even yesterday, I felt this heavy burden on me. I don't know if any of you have ever felt this, like you're going to make a really big decision and it's really weighing on you. It kind of like makes you sick. Has anybody ever felt that way? I mean, really, think back over your life, maybe one or two times that, I don't know, you're like, man, I feel like this decision could be life-changing. And so I need to really think it through. And what I realized is that the devil does not want me to share with you guys how I changed my life, how I really did it, not the sales crap, how I really changed my life. I have had such a radical transformation, and every single one of you in here, I know you want it too. Not sure what that is. Something's humming. No, listen, I'm going to bring the intensity today, but I want to tell you, I feel this heavy burden because I feel like, and I want to talk to you, every single one of you, all of you in the room for a minute. All of you are in different places. You have different stories. You're going through different things. Some of you are at the top of the mountain. Some of you guys are at the bottom and you're wanting to come up. Some of you guys in here got a lot of money. Some of you are broke. Some of you have broken marriages. You have broken relationships. Some of you have great relationships. Some of you are being great parents right now. Some of you guys, you know this isn't your best. It's not okay no more. And so you're seeking and you're searching. Maybe you're not walking with God. He's been good to you, but you haven't been very good to him. Maybe you've embarrassed your family, made a lot of mistakes. Guys, I don't know about you, but I have a feeling that the people in this room have tried really hard to be successful. And sometimes when you're trying really hard, you do some stupid stuff. Would everybody agree? It's life. But I figured it out. I know it is God, but I'm going to tell you, I figured it out. And today, I'm going to share it. And it's dangerous. I want to explain this to you. For every one of you in here, inside your head is your mind. And that mind, the way that you pay attention, the way that you listen, if you'll really, really give me your mind, like you've never given it to anything before in your life in these next 2.5 hours, and I'm going to talk to you. I give you my life. I will give you a new life. You will build a life that no one in this world ever thought you could have. You will chase the history books. You will have the most radical transformation in the world. People on the other side of the world will have your name in their mouth saying, how did you pull it off? And it's all because you were here today and you learned. And so today, I'm telling you, you're going to see a different version of me. I promise you, none of you in this room have ever met me, not my wife, not my children, none of them, not my team. The person that I'm going to bring today, the training, the teaching, the heart, what happened, every step of the way, I'm going to share it all with you guys. And I'm going to tell you, if you guys listen, you're going to become one of the most dangerous people in the world. And that's what I want for good. Okay? I love you guys. Before we get started, I would like to introduce my daughter, Sophia. She's 13. Yep, my son, Ian, obviously gets his looks from his mother. Ian's 15. I got Kira, she's 10. And I have my wife, who I've been with for 20 years, and I got together when I was 26 and she was 24. And I am telling you, this woman has believed in me more than anyone else in this world, and she should have left me a million times. But I love Jacqueline because she says, I knew you were a project when I married you. I knew it. And people, they would come up to her and they'd say, he's a mess. He's a mess. And Jacqueline would always say, he's my mess. That's my mess. That's my mess. And I've been able to become the man that I am today by not having a wife, but by having literally like a brother running by my side. And it is my wife. It's a brotherhood with my wife. Everything that I want to do, she's like, let's go do it. Let's go do it. Let's go. Let's go. I'm in. Let's go. Yes, she's the mother. Yes, she's my fantasy. Yes, she's my best friend. Yes, she's my accountability partner. Yes, she's my business partner. Yes, she's my prayer partner. Yes, she's my counselor. But she is also the person that is my battle mate. And I don't see this a lot in relationships today. And I'm going to tell you guys, this is probably one of the most important things that you'll ever do in your life, is to have a great home life and a great relationship with whoever you spend your life with. It will determine everything in your life. I know people that are burning their life to the ground right now because they didn't get this right, but they got all the other things right. Today, I told you I was going to give you the truth across the board, and it will save you from, I told you, and I'm going to finish this real quick with Kira. The devil does not, I need to explain that he does not want you to listen to me today. Do you get it? Listen, you got to understand this. He does not want you to hear me. He does not want you to listen. He does not want you to listen. He wants you to get distracted. If you're listening to me today and then you're like, I'm thinking about something that I got to do tomorrow. He got you. He got you. He took you out that easy. Like that. He can't get me, man. I know he doesn't want me to pay attention. That's why I'm going to lock in. That's why I'm going to lock in. You guys can do whatever you want. And so, are we good? Oh, well, my daughter's going to share some with you guys before we get started. But she had to go to the bathroom, so that's good. Okay. Hey. Yes, but I want to tell you guys something really quick. This is my family. For my whole life, I said that I was doing everything for my family. And I wasn't. Be honest, I wanted to be a great father to my daughter. She needs a father, a real dad, not a financial father. She needs a real father to be right here with her, be her best friend, show her how a man should be. The way I treat my wife is the way that a man's going to treat her one day. She'll know what to tolerate or not tolerate by the way I treat her mother and the way that I treat her and if I'm around. This stuff's important. You know, I want my daughter to value herself. Who's got a daughter in the room? Raise your hand. If you got a daughter, you know what I see? I see a lot of little girls, they don't know how to value themselves. And so they're trying to find their value in another boy or in someone else. And I'm like, no, baby girl, like this is you, like you're so valuable. If she doesn't feel valuable from her father, she's going to want to feel valuable from someone else. Listen, guys, this is how the devil takes people out, through the parents. Through the parents. That's how he's getting the kids. He's not getting my family. And today, we're going to put a guard up around your family. I promise you, man. I'm telling you, you guys have no idea how dangerous you're going to be when you get out of here. And so that goes for my other daughter. And if you don't have kids, listen, there's people in here who don't have kids. Please listen. Okay, please listen, because one day you will. And I promise you, there's nothing more precious in your entire life than your children. Okay, outside of your marriage. My son, right here, I got my son. Man, who's got a son? Raise your hand. You know what I know? We're in a fatherless nation. It's the truth. We're in a leaderless nation. We're in a fatherless nation. I wasn't a very good father for a long time. I'm going to tell you. And remember, guys, can I have permission today to be totally vulnerable with you guys and tell you everything? Listen, do you remember how when you were getting in trouble, I kept taking everything from you? You know, first time he got in trouble, I ripped his phone away from him. Oh, Dad, come on, man. Right? It worked. Once I took his phone away 20 times, he's like, take the phone. I'm like, dang, okay, you're grounded now. Now you're grounded. Fine, ground me forever. It's fine. You know, I'll tell you this, man, because I thought being a dad was just like being a disciplinary. You know? Like making sure that I made good money, set everybody up, you know, where everybody's okay in the house. And what I learned is I didn't need to take things away. I needed to show my son love. It was the one thing that I wasn't doing. You can take everything away from your kids, everything away. But I wasn't showing up as a dad. And the reason why he was rebelling, which is what he was doing, was because I wasn't being the dad I was supposed to be. Is that his fault or mine? That's my fault. Dude, the thing is, I never had a good dad. I never had a good example. And by the way, I didn't have a lot of good dads around me. So if you don't see a good dad, how do you know how to be a good dad? Guys, that's why today is so important, because a lot of you in here, you're doing something at a lower standard than you should be doing it at. That's it. Guys, this is all a standard issue. There's a father standard. There's a mother standard. There's a leadership standard. There's a physical fitness standard. There's a marriage standard. There's an income standard. There's all kinds of standards in this world. There's a perspective standard. There's an identity standard, a belief standard. All standards matter. And today, I don't want anyone in here to look at themselves. This is important. I don't want anybody in here, as I talk to you guys today, I don't want you to get down on yourself. Because see, the devil, he'll play a trick on you. He's like, okay, fine, tell them the truth. I'll make them all get depressed. Nice try. No, we're going to rise up. Watch. I'm the guy, when I know there's a higher standard, I chase it. That's why this game's really scary, guys. Listen, I'm gonna warn you guys. Really, I'm gonna warn you. You guys know we run a 9-figure a year company, right? You guys know 5 short years ago, I quit my job and walked away from an industry and I was a loser. You guys know that, right? Come back. Come back. Every single one of you in this room, I don't care what you have going on in your room and in your life, no one in this world knows what you're capable of but you. And today in this room, I'm going to paint a picture of every freaking department in your life. And I want to tell some of you guys something. Listen to me. The death of your learning today, the death of you changing is going to be your ego. Man, I'm good in that area. Are you the best? I'm not stopping until I'm the best father in the world. I'm not. Like, when would you guys settle? If you don't have the best team in the world, how can you sleep at night? If your people aren't winning, how can you sleep? If your children don't feel safe because they have an awesome father, and some of you guys in here, you'll do it for a week. You'll do it for a month. You'll do it for 3 months, but you can't do it for the rest of your life. What I'm challenging you on today is to make a decision. I will never be the same again. I will never change back. I'm going to listen to what Andy says. I'm going to understand what he changed in his life. Screw everybody around me. What do you think? What do you want? When you die, you're going to look back on your life, not the person next to you. Your life. Did it count? Was it what you expected? It's short. I'm 46. Average male, 72. I got 20-something plus summers left, man. I ain't got time. I got to execute now. I want you guys to move today, now. And so, anyways, my daughter is going to kick us off here in just a second. And by the way, the training I got today for you guys, it's all about radical transformation. Okay? What kind of transformation is it? What does that mean? Extreme. Listen, I don't know who you guys have been training with. I don't know who you coach with. No one's ever taught you what I'm going to teach you today. No one. There isn't some special psychology trick. It's very simple. There's standards to life. Everyone in this room has 20,000 new levels. I don't want to die until I hit the top. I want it today. I want to know how much you can change in this room. I want to know why you would change. Why would you change today? A lot of you guys have fear. A lot of you guys should already be changed, but something scared you and you stopped. When your why's bigger than your fear, you'll become a great entrepreneur. My why's so big. Okay, are we good? My baby girl's going to pray. Go ahead. All right, Jacqueline, take us home.
Is this on? Hey guys, thank you. So Kira wrote this prayer and she wanted to read it to you guys today, but she asked me to do it. She's never really prayed in front of thousands of people, so it's understandable. So this is what she would have said. My name is Kira, and if you could just please bow your heads and close your eyes, I'm going to say a prayer to start the day. Dear God, thank you for bringing all of us here together today. Thank you for keeping everyone safe while they traveled and for giving us food to eat, a roof over our heads, and people to love. Thank you for every man, woman, father, mother, leader, salesman, and business owner in this room. Please remind them today that they matter and that they are loved by you. I pray that every speaker today has the courage to speak from the heart and that their words truly change lives. Help all of us grow into better people, better parents, better leaders, and better examples for others. Please give us the wisdom to learn, courage to change, and energy to stay focused today. Help us not just hear the message, but actually live it when we leave here. And remind us that church is not only inside a building, it lives inside of us by the way we love, help, forgive, and lead people every day. Thank you for this opportunity and every blessing you give us, even the ones we forget to notice. In Jesus' name, amen.
Love you. All right, let's go. Love you. Have a seat. Have a seat. Let's train. Let's crush. All right. Super important. Let's go to slide 1 real quick. Who in here was raised poor? Raise your hand. You know what I'll tell you? What you don't have as a kid, you crave as an adult. I mean, kids that have money and their parents give them money when they're younger, the reason why they're not hungry when they get older and they don't want to kill, it's because they had money when they were young. They had the nicest clothes, the video games. I didn't have a video game. I wore the same 2 pair of clothes every day. I was embarrassed. I hung out with my friends that were middle class, and their parents, when I would be there after school, they would say, Andy's got to go home. You know why? Because I ate all the food in their house. You know why? Because there was no food in my house. Did I know that we should make sandwiches this big? I never knew when I was going to get another sandwich. I was like, dude, I'm eating the whole thing in the refrigerator. I got to get my hands on this. Long story short, again, I might today, not knowing if I hadn't been me, the old me, I might say, get that kid out of my house too. That kid didn't have a role model. Guys, listen, let me tell you something real quick. I was such a coachable little kid and no one cared. No one cared. No one cared. I never had a good example around me. I'm trying to tell you right now, I am going to transform and change y'all's life so much. You guys are going to leave here and be living proof of what a human can do, and other people will grow because of your change. It's all going to happen today, but this is the comeback. Every one of you, where you're at in your life right now is not where you're supposed to be. I will tell you right now, it is not where you're supposed to be. None of it. And as we cycle through each of these stages, when I was 18, you're going to start to realize it. Oh my gosh, I'm changing that now. When I was 18 years old, I got a job selling cars. I was breathing. They hired me. I got lucky. Who's in sales? Raise your hand. I got lucky, got it lay down. First day, made $1,700. Never made that kind of money before in my life. Are you ready? As soon as I made that commission check, guess what happened? My blood started to run through my veins differently. Overnight and immediately, I turned into a kid that stuttered, who was afraid, who was insecure, who didn't know who he was, to a killer. I was ready. I'm like, this is my way out. This is it. Has anybody ever felt this way? Where something happens and it clicks? 18 years old, I have nowhere to go. Like I said, Jerry Springer, no one is speaking life on us. It's all negativity. It's all toxic. Everyone's broke. You know, get a job, stay out of jail is the best advice that I get. And I literally did a job in sales, make $1,700 my first day. I say, okay, this is it. This is it. And see, guys, I want everybody to understand me for 1 second. This is why I'm a very, very, very dangerous person. And some of you in here, you're just like me. And I have a feeling 95% of you are. I only know how to do things one way. One way. It's scary what I get my hands on. Because if I get my hands on something, I got to be the best. So I'm either going to do one of two things in life. I'm going to burn it to the ground or I'm going to build an empire. I don't know how to do it. I don't play on the fence. I don't play on the fence. So the thing about it is that when I learn that sales is my way out, I go psycho. I snap. I immediately want to learn everything. Guys, listen to me. So when I was younger, and by the way, I want you guys to understand something. I'm going to move through this one quickly here. The comeback is you got to understand my extremeness. If you guys can match my extremeness today, no one in this world can compete with you. No one. No one. I'm sitting there, and if you couldn't close your own deal, another salesman came in and closed it for you. Does everybody understand? So I have a customer. I've been with them for 3 hours. They give me the numbers. I bring the numbers in. The customer says, no, we want to pay a lower price. No, I'm not paying that payment. Does that make sense? I don't know what to say. I go back to my manager. He calls the other salesman who's a better closer. He goes in, closes it because he knows what to say, takes half my money, half my deal. That's sales. I'm watching this. I'm like, oh no, I got to learn what to say. Thing is, guys, there was no dang sales training back in the day. No one was telling us what to say. And the people that knew what to say wouldn't tell you because they wanted to keep cutting your deals in half. So the great salesmen are like, I ain't telling you nothing. Hey, what did you say? Don't worry about it. Just keep bringing them my way. Okay, so by the way, I need you to understand this really quickly. You guys want to make a lot of money? I'm going to change your life and show you how to make a lot of money. I'm going to show you how to get rich and live a rich life. You guys need to stay with me. Don't look at your phone while you're listening to me today. Put that phone away. Listen to me. I promise you, you'll see where we'll end up. Here in an hour and 45 minutes, your life will be changed. But I got to explain the extremeness. I got to win. I got to win. I got to win. I'm sick of these guys cutting my deals. I made 125 grand. At 18, 19, I made 225. I never made money in my life. When I was 20 years old, I made $500,000. When I was 20, selling cars. No one does that in the car business. 2001, you say, how'd you do it? I was on my way home one night, and by the way, this is how I get in trouble all the time. And I'm thinking, how can I beat these guys? They won't tell me what they're saying. I see this spy store, and I walk in it, and I said, dude, there's these guys in these offices. By the way, we're in 2001 at this time, so don't do this today. You can get away with a lot of stuff 25 years ago. You can't do this today. And I said, I got these guys. There's 4 offices. They're closing deals. I need to be able to listen. He goes, dude, you put this under all these desks. There's a receiver. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, the office, and it's done. Guys, listen to me. The guy's in there closing my deal, and I'm over here, and I'm trying to get by the door. And when they see me, they're like, Andy, out. So I can't get in there. I'm going to get in there. So I had to go like FBI, CIA mode, right? Which is like totally illegal today. But back then there was no compliance. So like, I don't know. Again, there was no good mentor in my life. Nobody told me don't do that, but there was no training either. So I had to figure out how to do it. See guys, this is the story of my life. This is why I've always gotten in trouble, is because I want to win so bad that I'll do whatever it takes to win. I want the best marriage. I'll do whatever it takes to have the best marriage. Whatever. The best parent, to be close with God. And that's the reason why this God kick that I'm on is getting really crazy, because once I lock in, I go crazy. There's no like kind of in. It's extreme, crazy, or nothing. And so I put the spy equipment under the desks. 3 weeks later, I had a notebook. I learned every single close in the world. Went from 225 to 500 to 700 to 800 to 900. Every one of them, I was splitting their deals. I was cutting them up. I was the dog in the store. I outworked them. I worked harder, but now I had the skill. The problem is I could only learn from that dealership. Now, I got into leadership. I met Jackie. Jackie's like, hey, we're going to build our life, start a family. Life's great. Every one of you in here who's married, who's in a relationship, raise your hand. Just so you guys know, the person sitting next to you or the person that you're in a relationship with must become the most important person in your life. This person, you will need to learn to talk to this person. Communication will be the key to everything in your life, which we'll get into. But this person next to you loves you more than anyone else in your life. This person next to you is the person that pisses you off more than anyone else in your life. Why? Why? Because they tell you the truth and you hate it. Everybody at work kisses your butt, then you come home and they don't tell you what you want to hear. They tell you the truth. And that sucks. But if you guys' goal is to change in life and become great, you'll love it. Winners love criticism. They love it. They love it. Losers hate it. And I have to eat this sandwich every day. And as I'm talking to Jackie and I know I'm doing great, she says, yeah, but this area. And I'm like, dang, girl, like, come on, man. And she's like, you said it was a standard deal, Andy. You said there were, and I'm like, I know. I'm just, my ego doesn't want to hear this right now. Dang, all right. Let's go. But it wasn't always that way. See, Jackie used to speak up and used to warn me and used to tell me the truth when she saw I was getting in trouble. And one day I made the big mistake and I said, you're nagging me. Okay, I'll just be quiet then. I'm going to tell anybody in this room, if your wife or your husband or the person you're with ever in a relationship gets quiet, you're in big trouble. You're in big trouble. Once you quit talking, the relationship's over. That's the way life, once you and your kids quit talking, the relationship's over. That's when the door closes and you're no longer their parent. Listen, I'm going to tell you guys, the hardest thing you'll ever do in your life is have a great marriage. It'll be the toughest thing you ever do, but it'll be the greatest thing you ever do. And I want to tell you, Jackie, I went to work for this guy. I said, who wants to make a lot of money? Everybody's like, I want to make a lot of money. I was out on the market. I'm looking for a new company to be a general manager. I'm 33 years old. I'm making $700,000-800,000 a year. That's a good living, right? I mean, I'm doing okay. Doing better than everybody thought I was going to do. I thought I was going to sell cars my whole life. By the way, my intentions were I wanted to make money. I never wanted to help anybody. I'm not being, look guys, I told you I'm going to be clear. I was raised to make money. And by the way, what I didn't have as a kid, I wanted as an adult. I wanted two things. I wanted love because I didn't have any as a kid, and I wanted to make money because we were broke. Jackie gave me love, and I could make money in the car business. I found this guy that ran this company because I interviewed 3 guys. And one of the guys, I would make about $700,000-800,000. This guy would make about $700,000-800,000. This guy, I could make a couple million with. Now, Jacqueline met him, and she goes, I don't like him. I don't trust him, Andy. He's not a good man. Man, babe, listen. Trust me. Give me a few years. Come back, kid. Come back, kid. Come back, kid. Give me a few years. Let me get us ahead, babe. Give me a couple years. Let me work hard. The kids are little. By the time they get bigger, we'll be set. All false promises. I promise you, if your wife speaks up, listen. I went to work for this guy. Jacqueline was like, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. I promised her we'd make millions. And do you know what? We did. And then one day I got a knock on the door from the FBI. I want to tell every single one of you, when your wife says no, hold up. What does she see? And you know what's scary? If you guys aren't communicating and you're not talking at home and you're not close, you can't really have that conversation. And the devil wants you to believe that the person you're next to is the enemy when they're not the enemy. The devil would bring an opportunity across my plate that would be one of the greatest opportunities to make me money, which is I always wanted. It was my idol. That's why you can never have an idol above God. Ever. Never. But I want to tell you something. That thing, though, that chase for money, Jacqueline realized that, look, making a lot of money is great, but this is a bad person. And I must protect you. I'm your wife. You can't be around bad people. And by the way, a lot of people make decisions based off money, even in this room. Some of you guys are making decisions based off money right now. Well, the guy that I went and worked for was a bad man. The FBI wanted him. They wanted this man. Well, guess who ran his company? Me. Well, and by the way, was he doing some stuff that wasn't on the up and up and kind of in the gray area? Yeah, but a lot of companies were. I didn't really think it was a big deal. I'd never been in trouble. Has anybody ever sped? I've sped. Has anybody ever sped not got caught? I worked in an industry where everybody was speeding, but because they wanted him, we got caught. See, but the thing is, once you're on the radar, it's over. Once they want you, they want you. Well, I go home and I tell Jackie, this is really important, you guys listen, because this is a point where I honestly didn't even want to live anymore. This was the toughest time in my life. And that's why the comeback kid is so important to me, because the devil wants you to believe that your life is over. He wants you to believe that you're finished. He wants you to believe that you can't come back. He wants you to have scarcity. He wants you to not listen to me right now. He doesn't want me to tell you my testimony. He doesn't want me to tell you how bad I was and how I felt like I could not be loved after what I put my family through. If I would have just listened to Jackie, would have never gone through this. But I think God needed me to not listen to go through this so I could be the man that I am today. And I want you to hear me. I mean this. You got to sometimes go through it, but I would like for you not to. But this is where the whole thing will make sense with you guys. On my whole identity is being an overcomer and the comeback kid. I live for broken, lost, sick people. I live for them. That's why I relate with Jesus so much. That's why when I found out how much he loved me, I'm like, there's no way this guy can love me. There's no way. There's no way someone could forgive me. There's no way. Yes. Guys, I literally sat there. FBI knocks on my door and they say, you're going to jail for probably 10 years. We know what you did. I go to the office first and I talk to the owner. You know what the owner says? You're going to say what I tell you to say, or I'm going to kill you. Looks like Jackie was right. This might not be a very good guy. Listen, he did try to kill us. He did. For about 5 years, he tried to kill us. Jackie says I got to tell the truth. Well, I don't know about you guys, but if I go to court and I tell people the truth that we did do bad things, immediately I'm guilty. I'm going to prison. Does that make sense? But if I lie, then I'm immediately guilty and I lied to a federal agent and I go to prison. What's your choice? The devil is fighting for your soul every second of every day, and so is God. Every day, it is a warfare right here in your mind. Every second, you get to make the choice. That was the time that I said, all right, babe, I didn't listen to you last time. You said, don't go with that guy. I'm going to trust you. I'm going to trust you even though I feel like it won't work. That is called faith. That's what we need. And I literally went for 5 years. Everybody say 5 years. 5 years of wondering while I was working if I was going to go to prison or not, because it took time to go to trial. Could you imagine 5 years walking around being like watching your kids and your wife like, man, I'm going to go to prison. Like, could you imagine? This is why I changed my life. During that time, I was like, man, I hate me. I hate me. I hate me. My family would be better off without me here. I don't know who you are in this room and what you've been through, but I'm going to tell you, dude, I was really bad to me. I wasn't this guy. I didn't want to be around. I saw no future. I really saw no future. I dang sure wouldn't be here talking to any of you guys how to change a life, because I ruined mine. That's the beautiful thing about the evolution of life. You know, You tear it all down, you make a bunch of mistakes, and then God rises you up, man. And I did what my wife told me to do. And at this time, I wasn't walking very closely with God, which I'm going to get into in a second, which is the coolest thing ever. Dude, what I'm about to give you is going to weaponize you for a life that like is dangerous. But 5 years later, we go to trial. The guy, he gets on stage or he gets on stand. They all lie. By the way, remember, there was a room full of people. He said, I'm going to kill all of you. You're going to do what I say. All of them lied. When it came to trial, all of them broke in trial, and they all told each other the truth, told on each other. They all got caught in a big lie. All of them got 10, 15 years. That would have been the circle that I would have gone in if I would have lied. That's it. You guys are all one decision away from ruining your life. 1 foot in this way from ruining it. 1 foot this way from changing it. Right now. Right now, you got to decide, where am I stepping? And so basically, I told the truth. I got on stand for a week straight. Guys, you talk about like stress. Guys, once I've been through what I've been through, nothing's a problem now. Nothing scares me now. The judge, when it came time to sentence me, he said, you did not lie. Get out of here. Think about that. Listen. God can change the heart of anyone. Anyone. There is a judge that's sitting here that's watching a kid in his late 30s go through 5 years of trial, knowing that he did wrong. Got on stage, admitted to everything that he did wrong and told the truth, knowing the consequences. Clearly, I was a changed person. He saw it. He had mercy on me and grace because God probably had a conversation with him and said, let him go. That's not normal. My attorney, I walked out. I had the best criminal attorney in the state. I walked out of there. I paid him $1 million. I was trying to do everything I could to stay out of jail. And by the way, guys, I'm not a bad guy. I just tried hard. I worked for the wrong guy. There was some paperwork stuff and all this things that we did to get deals done and move money around to make deals happen. And I got in trouble. I should have worked for this man. You know, honestly, guys, if I'm around bad people, I just do bad things. If I'm around good people, I'm really good. It's really, really important who you're around. And that's why I told you the greatest superpower of your life, guys, is the person that you're in a relationship with sitting next to you. Me and Jacqueline, it's me and her against the world. I need me and her to stay close. My attorney, when I walked out of there that day, he said, I've never in 30 years seen someone walk away like you. I've never seen it, Andy. And you know what he said to me? God favors you. I want to tell every one of you in this room right now, all of us, every one of us in here, God favors every one of us in here. And the devil, hold on, and the devil favors us too. You got it? Some of you in here, you're really good at what you do. And you know what? You can be really good for the kingdom of God, and you can be really good for evil too. And you know it. You got it in you. You got to decide what side you're going to play on. And so this radical transformation, this is about transformation, not information, not knowledge, not making money and skills. Tomorrow, I'm going to talk about entrepreneurship, sales, and skills. Today, if I could do anything for any of you in here, any of you, it's to show you how to change your life. It is the only thing that matters. This God radical transformation, this is the most important thing. And if I can get you to understand this one thing, is it going to be hard to walk with God? Yes. Do you know how hard it is to walk without him? Guys, when I was going through this time, do you understand the times that I was sitting there going like, I don't want to be here no more? Like, I honestly I'm like, I just want to be out. Like, I don't want to be here no more. I wasn't walking with God. Guys, if I was walking with God, none of this would have happened to me. So I want to explain this to you really quickly because I'm not a preacher. I love God with all my heart. He had favor on me that day. I did not deserve a second chance. I did not deserve to get out of there. Some of you, do me a favor. Look back over your life where God has given you a way out when there was no way out. He gave you another chance. And listen, are you ready for this? Today is the beginning. It's the rebirth of your new life. Today, guys, oh my gosh, listen to this. If you can understand these two things, this is how my mind thinks. And if you'll listen to me, so how I changed my life is I studied people, and then I learned how they thought, and I hijacked how they thought, and I built my mind. That's why I watch David Goggins. That's why I watch this guy. That's why I watch this person. That's why I watch that person. And I would study him. And I learned this very simple system. Number one, at this time when I got out of trouble, I believed in God. I believed in him. What does that mean? I believe that one day when I died, because I believe in him, that I was going to go to heaven and I was going to meet God when I died, which means I believed in God, but I acted as if I was serving a dead God because I was not walking with him. The next phase of my life is that I believed in God, and then I started to read the Bible, and I started to think about the promises of God. And then I started to realize God wants something good for my life. I know he does. I feel called. Like, I feel like I'm supposed to be like helping people. And so I made a deal with God. God, if you change my life, I'll spend the rest of my life changing other people's lives. I swear on my life I will. Listen, you know what I want you to do? And there's people that go, oh man, that sounds cocky or conceited or whatever. I want a miracle in my life. I want a miracle in your life. You know why you should want a miracle in your life? So that you can show people how good God is by walking around as a miracle. Like, look, I should be in prison, shouldn't I? I should be, but I'm not because of his grace, his mercy, and his love, which I don't deserve. I'm going to tell you what changed everything for me. Walking with God. Listen, guys, I'm not a preacher. I am a stupid person. I really am. When you talk to me, I need you to dumb it down. When my team talks to me about stuff, guys, I got a social media channel that gets 300 or 400 million views a month. I don't even know how to turn on a Zoom call. I'm being honest. I'm like, what are we doing here? But just turn it on. Let me get in there. Let me get a piece of them. Here's what I'll tell you. Listen to me. This will change your whole life, okay? Do you guys want to raise your standards in every area of life? Okay. What would you pay? We're talking about mentorship. I've paid millions for it. What would you pay for an accountability partner to be with you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? Walk with you by your side, and every time you slip, you go, ah! Listen, no one's around. Your wife's sleeping. Your kids are in bed. It's 3 a.m. Ah! What would you pay for that kind of accountability if you want to be great? You don't have to pay anything for it. It's the Holy Spirit. That's walking with God. That's the thing. That's the deal. Jesus Christ sent a spirit to be with us, and we have to receive it. And I want to tell you guys, listen to me. I have tried so hard to change my life, and I can't. I can't do it. I can't. But when I'm with the Spirit of God, I can. And listen, God is real. I want everybody to understand this. Whether you're in this room and you believe or not, he is real. He's alive. Listen, I know it's hard to believe because we think so small in this world. Listen, The Spirit of God is real, and God wants not a religious person, not a righteous person. God wants a personal relationship with you. Listen, everybody here, everybody listen to me. Listen, because I know some of you are like, all right, I'm confused, Andy. All right, I bought a ticket to come to a sales event. This is called the 2026 Entrepreneur Summit. Listen, last year I spent half the year in Dubai with my family. My company grew. I'll bring my team up here. I'll let you meet every one of them. They're the best team in the world. They're incredible. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. And matter of fact, listen. Tomorrow I'll bring my team up when I come up. I want you guys to see with your eyes. I have people that want everything that we have, but if they don't get that right, you can't have it. Listen. So you're like, Andy, but listen, man, you don't understand. You don't understand. This world is dark. There are bad people that want to ruin your life. Matter of fact, there is an enemy in this room, and it's you. And most of you in here, you ruin your life on a daily basis. You ruin everything in your life. Do you want to never ruin your life again? Walk with Christ. Walk with God. Walk with Him. Does anybody in here need to go to church? No. You don't need to go to church. Listen to me. Let me dumb it down for you how it made sense to me. Andy, and by the way, everybody, to understand this, I don't like rich people. So if some of you are rich, if you act rich, I don't like you. I'm a broke person with money. I am successful. I have a big business. We have plenty of money. We have no debt. We're killing it. But I have a chip on my shoulder. I am humble. I live in humility. I don't look down on people. Everybody, I watch rich people walk around and look down on people like they did on me when I grew up. When I was 22, I walked into a church. I wanted to meet God for the first time in my life. But instead of getting greeted by God, I got greeted by a Christian. A lady who said, "Welcome to the church. Can I help you?" And I said, I'm here for the service. Because I don't know what it is, but I just knew there was a sign outside. It was hard enough for me to get from the car to the inside. I was just thinking these people in there had open arms. I was wrong. I had an affliction shirt on and holy jeans. I'm just looking for God. I don't know, man. I'm lost. I'm broken. I'm 22. The lady goes, "Oh, you want to come to church?" And she said, "Not dressed like that." She turned me around. I walked out. And I said, "Screw church." How many of you right now, you've been ran off, right? Like you've been looked down on. My whole goal today is to build the greatest leaders in the world in this room. And for you guys to leave here and, dude, honestly, be living proof and be an example for how good God is and help build up a ton of other people. Listen, guys, I am a soldier of God. I'm a soldier. You guys are soldiers. Listen. You want to really live for something that's awesome? Do this. Ask God tonight, today, right now. Listen, people say, like, you just ask? Yes. Yes. This is the thing they don't tell you in church. I don't know how you were raised. If you invite God into your heart, if you invite God into your mind, if you invite Him into your life, if you call on Him as the Lord and Savior of your life, I tell people all the time, I know you tried everything, just try God. Just try Him. Just try. I know I got some people in here that are like, dude, give me the word tracks so I can say to the people when they say no, I'm like, gosh, man, you're trying to make $100,000 a year and I'm trying to make you 100 million. You're not listening to me, son. You're not listening to me. Why are you thinking so small? God is looking for the people that will do one simple thing. Number one, it's walking with him. He wants a personal relationship with you, and I'm going to explain why. There is a door. It's right here. Every one of you in this room, all of you pay very close attention. There is this door. This door has your dreams. No, it's 20,000 times bigger than your dream. If you could see what God had in store for you, you'd all fall to your knees and start crying right now. You'd say, God, there's no way. There's no way that you would bless my family like that and me. I don't deserve that. He'd say, I know. I'm going to open this door for you, but I need you to do something for me first. I need you to walk with me, number one, for the rest of your life. And number two, I need you to be refined by the fire. I have to change you. Because even if I was to give you the blessing that I have in store for you right now, it would break your life. I can't give it to you right now. God never changes. He never changes. He will never change. He's always good. You have to change. All of you in this room right now, if we want the blessing of God, we have to change. We do. And so, this is the thing. I'm gonna move off the God thing because I've got a lot of other things I want to cover, but everything's still gonna circle back around to walking with the Holy Spirit daily. All right. I am broken. Everybody, listen. We have a massive company. I travel the world. I have a great marriage. Me and my children were best friends. I have the best team on the planet. We have an unrecruitable team. Money is not a problem. It's not an issue. We walk with God. Life is good. It is so good. Life is unreal. I can't believe how good life is. However, I am broken. I struggle with the same stuff you do. I am hurt. I get to choose every day whether I hurt people or I heal people. I get to decide, how do I want to live? What team am I going to play on? Good or evil? I got to decide, what do I believe? Do you believe God is real? Do you believe he wants blessings on you and your family and wants to protect you? Do you believe that he has favor on your life? Yes, 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 yes. Do you believe he died for you? Yes. Do you believe you're forgiven? Yes. Okay. He came for the broken, the sick, and the lost. That's who he came for. He did not come for the healthy. He came for the sick. I have a feeling that a lot of you in here came here because you're like that. You're not the righteous people that go around and judge people. You might have before, but you won't anymore. I want a heart change. Listen, I love challenges. Do you guys love challenges? People love sports because they love challenges, right? I want to give you guys a spiritual challenge. You guys want a challenge? I'm going to give everybody in this room a spiritual challenge. Let's see what you're made of. I want you to ask God into your life, and I want you to ask him to walk with you every minute of every day for the rest of your life, and to change you, and to break you of every spiritual challenge, break you of every single weakness in your life. Say, God, refine me of everything and put me in the fire. I want you to test me. You want patience? You'll have to be tested. You pray for freaking a huge life? Guess what? He's going to have to put you through the fire. And guess what? Let him know you can keep me in the fire for as long as you want. Take me out when you know that my blemishes are burned off. You take me out when you're ready. I want to be living proof, God. Spiritual challenge. I want to be living proof for what you can do with a human. Here I am. You know who I am. You know my life. You know my problems. I'm ready to fix them all. I'm ready to fix them all so I can walk out here and show my children that they can fix theirs. to show my wife that she can fix hers, to show my team that they can fix theirs, and to show anybody that I meet for the rest of my life that they can fix theirs. And ask them to walk with you. Now, are you ready? Here's where it gets really cool. And this is where I love, this is my accountability coach. The Holy Spirit, you must pray for this. You must tell him what you want. Say, I want you to make me super sensitive to feeling when I make a mistake. I don't want to be numb anymore. I don't want to be desensitized. When I sin, I want you to make me feel it. Make me feel it so I can correct it. Who can become the wealthiest person in this room? The person that can self-correct. I walk. The Spirit's with me. I quit cussing. I say a cuss word. Bam. What? Hold on. Okay. Repent. I'm sorry. I'm done. I got it. Thank you for being my accountability partner. Won't happen again. Go. Oh, wait. Did you get angry? Your wife said something to you. You got angry at her? Oh, my gosh. Okay. Baby, I love you. I didn't mean to yell at you. That was dumb. That was the stupidest thing ever. You're my best friend. I would never want to hurt you. I have no idea what I know I did that because I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. How fast can you correct? You're in a fight. Somebody gets mad. Does that make sense? Walk with the Holy Spirit. He will be your accountability partner. Ask him to keep you sensitive. Right now, I am asking, what do I need to know? What do you want me to do? Where do you want me to go? What do you want me to know? How should I feel? You got me? Sorry. So, might as well get an energy drink. The haters will love that one. Yeah. I'll get a line. I'll say, don't drink energy drinks as I'm holding one. Anything to make them mad. All right. So here we go. This right here, this is the secret. Okay. If you have the courage to raise your hand, who in here believes in God, but you haven't been walking with him as close as you should? Raise your hand. Okay. Who in here wants to walk with him and walk closer with him? Raise your hand. Okay. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to take my spiritual challenge. Please understand this. This is not about church. This is not about religion. This isn't about any of that. Test me. Test me on what I told you and test God. Walk with him. Ask him into your heart. Ask him into your mind. And I promise you, call him on him as the Lord and Savior of your life. Watch what happens. And you know when you do that, I was telling somebody the other day, I said, you don't have to go change your clothes. You don't have to go to church. You don't have to. You just have to have a relationship with him. That is it. And you know how cool God is? He is so cool. He is so cool. He's the coolest man in the world. All right, let's go next slide. This is it. Physical transformation. This is huge. So in November of 2019, Jacqueline, and I got this from Ben. I put Jack Father because I thought it was so great. In November of 2019, I learned a secret about the gym. I want everybody to listen to me real quick. I'm 46 I'm 46. I'm 46 years old. I've got a 6-pack, 8-pack if I want to. It depends on like how disciplined I'm really running. Why? It's a standard. It's a standard. I want my children, I want to be their role model, and I want to be a good example for my team. But I'm going to tell you something. The gym is cool because it can change your body. By the way, I want to be a walking billboard of human excellence. I don't know about some of you guys or gals, but when I walk into a room, I want people to look at me and go, that guy is disciplined. I see people all the time. And if somebody has to ask you, how's your discipline? Come on, man, take a look at me. What do you think? Like, you think I'm going to do what I say I'm going to do? Of course. So this thing will change from an outside perspective on how people respect you. This is a secret. Most people in this world are used. They're not respected. People will work for you because they want to make money, but they don't want to be you. You're not their mentor. Fix your physical fitness radically. Change so much you become unrecognizable. I want people in 4 months to walk by and go, do I know you? There's no way that's you. Dude, have you guys seen people when they get in shape, how their face changes? Their cheeks change, their body changes, everything. By the way, there's people that won't like this part. So let me get to the real benefit of why I work out. In November of 2019, Jackie had a conversation with me because I was a workaholic. I worked 6 days a week from 7 in the morning to 11 at night. Does anybody work really hard, really long hours? If you do, that was a story of my life. See, I'm going to tell you guys a trick. Working harder and working longer won't get you rich. Self-developing will make you rich. That's it. If you don't get better, you'll never get rich. Everybody become obsessed with radical transformation. That is it. That is all this is about today. These areas that I cover, you will decide, I'm going to pick and choose this. No, get them all. Jackie, though, she said, me and the kids have learned to live without you. What does that mean? Even when you're home, your mind is still at work. You are never present. Yeah, you're gone. You're gone during the day, but when you come home at night, your mind is still at the office. Anybody know someone like that? Yeah. She goes, I'm not good with that. And I don't want that to happen anymore. And she was very clear, and she was right. She's the truth teller. Me and the kids have learned to live without you. I wanted to get so angry. My ego was ready to fire up like never before. Jackie's got a purse full of cash. She's got a magazine-style house paid off. We got money in the bank. We got nice, beautiful $100,000 cars in the driveway that are paid off. What's her problem? Well, Jackie has higher standards than me. She doesn't have a problem. I have a problem. Some of you guys, you know that life you say you want? Better listen real carefully. What's your definition of success? You know what Jackie's was? We're going to get it all. We're going to be close to God. You're going to be a great father. You're going to be a great husband. You're going to be in great shape, and you're going to put a financial fence around our family. That's the man that I envisioned you to be when I married you. When Jackie had that conversation with me, I went into the garage where I had a gym set. I want to share this one story, and I'm going to tell you how to fix every problem in your life. Jesus Christ saved my life. In this world, the gym saved my life. The gym. It didn't change my body. It saved my life. When I went into the gym, that garage, I worked out for 3 hours. The first 30 minutes, I was mad. I was so mad at Jackie. I was so angry. My ego was like, man, when I come back in the house, dude, I'm telling you, dude, we're going to have a real hard talk. What an idiot. As I'm working out, training. I worked out for 3 hours. I rewired my mind. I didn't know what was happening, but I literally was at peace. I wasn't mad anymore. All these chemicals were being released in my body: oxytocin, serotonin, dopamine, endorphins. And honestly, I want to tell you guys what I think really happened. I think if you don't like you, I think you're going to be pretty bad to everybody else. And I had been so busy working so many hours and working so long and working so hard and putting everything else before me that I hadn't spent any time working on me. So I didn't even love me. And because I didn't like me, how could I be good to Jackie or love Jackie? If I don't love me, how can I love you? Have you ever seen somebody that doesn't love himself be really loving to everybody else? Me neither. So I walked back in the house and I was a totally new man. I worked on myself. That made me a better man for Jackie. The slide before this was God. Guys, who you are, I'm a bad person. I'm not a very good man, but who I am with God, I'm a really good man with God. Can you imagine the mixture of walking with God and going to the gym? Can you imagine, guys? Listen. Walking with God. You go to the gym 5 days a week. You work out really hard. Rewire your mind. Take care of yourself. Could you imagine how you're going to take care of everybody else? A lot of you in here, this is your missing piece right here. If you don't spend time working on you, you will never love you. You can't love anyone else. Long story short, also another thing that I learned, if I am on my way to the gym and someone cuts me off, I'm like, I want to kill him. But like if I just got out of the gym, I'm like, have a blessed day. I'm like, let me buy you a coffee. I'm like a whole different human. Does that make sense? You guys want to have high energy? Listen, let me tell you another thing about this last whole part of radical transformation in the gym. Oxytocin, serotonin, dopamine, endorphins. A lot of you in here get your dopamine from social media. It's fake. It's a fake dopamine. That's why you feel like crap after you watch it. You feel good, but you feel horrible at the same time. When you go to the gym, how good do you feel? Real dopamine. When you watch porn, that's fake dopamine. It's not even real. That's why you feel like horrible after you watch it. You're like, dude, what am I even doing? Having a real relationship with your wife, that's real dopamine. Everybody realize this. You must kill off what is fake in your life. And you must pull into your life what's real. This is radical transformation. This is today. This is the way that I want you guys to decide to live. So here we are so far. We got to walk with God. I met Andy Elliott. I'm going to come back from my life. I'm going to overcome everything in my life. I'm going to have my name on the other side of the world, and people are going to talk about what I was able to do with my life, and I'm going to help them change their life. I'm going to walk with God. I'm going to choose to be a soldier for God. And as I walk with God, God's going to lead the way. I'm going to be the co-pilot from now on. I'm not the pilot anymore. I'm the co-pilot. Okay? And then I'm going to change my body. I'm going to be a walking billboard of human excellence. When people look at me, they're going to be like, man, I want to be like that guy. Why? Why am I going to build that? Because I want influence in this world. I want to be a great example. I want to be a leader. And so, radical leadership. I want you to really listen to me now. If you want to get rich, this is it. This is it right here. I have people call me every day and say, people left my company. You guys got a book on your desk. It says unrecruitable. You see it? You can offer my team as much money as you want to pay them. They don't work for us for money. They don't care. Do they make good money? Yeah. Make really good money. They don't care. When they came here, you know what they signed up for? To live the way that we live. The way that I'm sharing with you today. They want to walk with God. They want to do it every day for the rest of their life until they die. And they want to be around other people that are doing it. And they want to help other people do it. They're not preachers. We're out on the street. We're disciples. Okay? That's it. I don't want to be a silent believer. If you're in this room right now and you're like, why is Andy talking about God so much? Can I ask you a question? Do you believe in God? Why are you so quiet about it? Like, I'm just asking, right? Like, Why don't you tell anybody about them? Is it the Sunday school's job to lead your children to God, or is that your job as their father? I'm just asking. Should we take them to church so they can pray once a week, or should mom and dad be praying with them every single night and holding their hands and reading the Bible with them? Your kids are craving God, but their parents have turned away from them. So many of you in here, you believe in him, but I don't know if you really understand how much he loves you, how much he cares about you. I think that if you guys knew how much God loves you, I think you'd realize that's just going to make you dangerous. You know all the weight a lot of you are carrying in here? The burden, the heaviness, the weight. Dude, listen, can I say one thing really quick? Being a leader to me is the people that I'm in charge of, the people that I lead. Yes, I will lead any of you guys, but I have a responsibility in my home to lead. My wife married me to lead our family. She's an alpha. She's awesome. She makes all the money decisions, but she wants a man to lead our home. A man to lead our home. She wants me to lead our children and be a great father. My team over here, guys, I want to tell you something right now. Do you think they've got kids? Yes? Yeah, they've got kids. Who's going to show them how to be a good father or a good mother? Me and Jacqueline. Who's going to show them how to be a good parent? Me and Jacqueline. Who's going to show them how to walk with God? Me and Jacqueline. I know they'll learn it from other people. I know. And I pray that God brings other people in their life that help them learn. But I signed up as a leader to be responsible for them. Guys, listen to me. Who's got children in here again? Raise your hand. Can I ask you a question? Do you think that they're going to mess up? Do you think they're going to have guilt when they mess up? Do you think they're going to have shame? Do you want your kids to carry that? They'll have to if they don't know God. Some of you in here right now, because you're a silent believer and you're not sharing how much God loves them, how much God forgives them. Your kids right now, they're making mistakes. They're doing things they shouldn't be doing. And they're carrying shame and guilt that's not theirs to carry. And their mother and their father should be sharing how much Jesus loves them and how much Jesus forgives them for everything that they've ever done. They don't have to carry that. But you're not sharing that. So you know what happens? Your kids are quiet. They're depressed. You know, I've watched kids kill themselves and do things. And I'm just like, why can't I just got a chance to talk to that kid one time? Guys, listen to me. A leader's job is to lead, number one, yourself first. Listen to me. Leadership, stage one is leading yourself. It's self-leadership. You can't ask anyone in your company to do something that you're not doing. Can I ask every one of you, if you're going to roll and grow a big business and you're going to do anything, are you going to ask people in your company to change and get better? Yes or no? Can you ask them if you're not changing and you're not getting better? Are you going to ask your people to love each other, be good to each other, have a brotherhood and be awesome and have a great culture? Yes or no? How are you to them? Listen to me. However you are, you must be the highest example for them. That's what leadership is. It's self-leadership. And by the way, if you want to build an army, if you want to build a big team, if you want to make history, if you want to build something big, if you want to build a team that will never, ever, 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 ever leave you and make something last for a lifetime, you must become their mentor. You must become their role model. You must become living proof that you are changing every single day, and they are blown away. He did it again. Dang, he did it again. Him and his wife are on fire, but he went to another level with her. He's such a good father, but dang, he did it again. He went farther, not because they're showing off, but because they're leading. That's it. Are you the greatest example for your people, the world? How do you think we build a big brand? How do you think? Changed our life. You know, here's what I'll tell you. I'm really good at sales, and we'll talk about it tomorrow. But you know what I'm really good at? Changing my life. Mine. My life. And if you can change your life, you can change anyone's life. Can you imagine if people knew you could change their life? They would line up to work for you. They would line up, and they wouldn't work for you. They would live for your movement. They would do anything for you. If I asked everyone in your company, has your leader changed your life in your marriage, with your children, with God, with the financial, literacy, with your physical fitness? If you've just picked one or two areas, they will leave one day. So, do you want to build something that's going to last forever? Yes or no? Who's a business owner? Raise your hand. All right. Jacqueline, my wife, is a CEO of our company. Guys, if you ever get a chance to get close to Jacqueline, do it. Do it, and do it now. She is very smart. Not because she's my wife. I look up to her as my mentor, as a human being. She is extremely smart. Jacqueline runs our company. Me, I'm the showman. Jacqueline has a huge heart. When we started our company, Jacqueline goes, we're going to be real business owners. We're not going to be operators. She goes, Andy, everybody ready for the play? Andy, we're going to learn our company, our business, create products. Then we're going to bring on a team. And this team is going to run the company. This team, the first people in, are going to be our leaders. They are going to lead our company. They are going to be the operators. They are going to be the important people in it. See, a lot of you are business owners, and you are in your business, and so you feel important because you have to be in it. You don't own your business. You don't own your business. You might own it, but you don't work like an owner. An owner has leaders that run it. The Elliott Group and Elliott Army is not ran by me and Jacqueline. It is ran by Elliott Army. All of this in here today, did we have an event team set this up in here today, or did my team do it? My team. To listen to me. We do everything together. Me and Jacqueline, we explained this a couple years ago. We want you guys to run this company, and we want to leave. We don't want to be in here. We want to build the business. My job is to create content. Content creates leads. Leads creates brand. Then they run the inside. I do my part. They do their part. Boom. We blow it up. Does that make sense? If my team sees me in the office, they're making less money. If my team sees me in the office, and by the way, let me explain something to you. If somebody's talking to a customer, and my sales guys are, and it's his job to close the deal, and he sees me, and I walk by, and he's like, oh, there's Andy, because I can step right in and close it. I just handicap my salesman. Listen to me. Some of you, you're so involved in your company can't run without you. My team is better than me. Is your team better than you? The number one quality of a leader is to clone him or herself. If you haven't cloned you yet, if you haven't replaced you yet, you're not the business owner. You're the operator. That's who you are. Most business owners are living in a prison. It is a self-made prison. Jacqueline is going to share after our break in a little bit how to build an empire. It will change your life. I know it will. How many men in here feel like, who does business with their wife? Raise your hand. How many men in here self-develop, but your wife's really not into it? Raise your hand. Okay, let me tell you something really cool. Ready? A man can't become great until his wife becomes great. A message to all the men in here and the women that maybe you're the driver in your house. When I met Jackie, she was an alpha. So she was a driver, I'm a driver. Jackie, when I decided to change my life, I went to an event. I bought a ticket for $20,000. It was at the Vault. And then I bought her one too for $20,000. It was in 2020. That was the best decision of my life. I sat next to my wife for 3 days. She heard everything I heard. When I got out of there, I started telling her all these things. And it was crazy. She heard completely different other stuff. Isn't it weird? Two people are in the same room and they heard two totally different messages. The reason why that mattered is because, listen, you and your wife don't have to do business. Women, you and your husband don't have to do business together, but you do have to talk. Jackie had to be able to support me. But when I started learning and Jackie started learning and I started growing, Jackie started growing, boom! That's why we are where we are today. So, income. Once you become a great leader, every one of you in here, I want you to write down 2 numbers on a piece of paper. Number 1, what you're currently earning right now. What did you earn last year? It's between you and you. And I want you to ask yourself a question. What does the top 1% in your industry make? Top 1%, what do they earn? Look at what you earn. Look at what the top 1% earns. And I want you to write down a third number, which is the gap. That's the difference. And I want you to look at that number. And I want you to, we're talking about income right now, guys. Listen, I believe in a method, chase the man, not the money. So I'm not trying to get you guys to chase money. I want to change your life, because if I can change your life, it's going to rain money on you. This income thing, does everybody see it? What you earn? What's the top 1%? What's the difference between where you're at, where they're at? How much money is sitting there? Does everybody see it? Do you guys see that number, that third number? Do you guys want to figure out, you guys want to know how to get it? Are you ready? You have to change. Who you are in this room right now, you earn what you earn now because of who you are right now. You think you're going to stay the same and get out of here and make more money? You're an idiot. It's not going to happen. So here's how it goes. I was making $2 million a year in 2019. $2.5 million. I was happy with my money and I hated my life. Today, I would 50x my income, which is impossible, is what the world would tell you. It would say that's impossible. And I have a rich life without money. I don't need money. Money's fake. Guys, listen to me. For every one of you in here, Most of you paid money to get in here, unless you snuck in. You believe that you could come in this room and something can change. Here's what I'll tell you. Self-development is the secret to making more money. There's a word I like to talk about. It's called scale, S-C-A-L-E. Businesses always ask me and Jacqueline, how do I scale my business? And we go, well, there's only so many hours you can work, and there's only so hard that you can work. Would everybody agree? Yeah. That's not how we're going to scale. We're going to have to go over here, and we're going to have to do two things. Well, three. We're going to have to hire the right people, number one. Has anybody ever tried to train the wrong people? That didn't work. Guys, I'm the best trainer in the world. I think you guys should be self-proclaimed. You're the best at what you do. I can't train the wrong people. I can't train the wrong people. I can train the right people. I know who my people are. And if I get someone in the room, which will show you guys how to do, that's for me, boom, then I train them. Three things have to happen in order to scale a company. Number one, leadership has to be through the roof. No company will scale or grow without leadership, period, end of story. No company will scale or grow without the right people in it. You need A players. I was counted out by the world, but I am an A player. Guys, once you guys learn a little bit about what we have going on, and you'll learn soon, who you think are A players on a resume are not A players. There are prediction models that show you what an A player is. I have ADD. I have OCD. I probably have like 90 other things. I'm probably bipolar, probably too. And we could add all the other things in there. All a superpower. Superpower, man. I'm a character. I am a character. Listen, in the Elliott Group, everybody has alignment. Remember I said leadership? You got to have leadership to scale. We have alignment. We have our standards, our values, our principles, our core values are what we live by every single day in the community, at home, and in the office. We roll this way, but we are all different characters. We're all different people. So, good leadership, right people, and then we have to have self-development, improvement. Oh, dang. I don't like that word. Everybody do me a favor. Write down the word improvement on a piece on your paper and draw a dang line through it. This is so important. Please don't disrespect me or my vision for you right now. Improvement would be disrespectful. If you leave this event and you only improved, I am dissatisfied. I am not okay with that. I did not come down here. You did not come down here for that. Your goal is to replace who you are with a new human. You must kill off the old you. That is what I want. Do you guys understand? Can anybody feel me on this? Yes or no? You guys, you know what losers do? They just average people, ordinary people, they just improve. Oh, I'm improving, man. No. Kill that sucker. Kill him off. Kill her. Get rid of her. Okay? Remember we talked about physical fitness? Remember we talked about God killing off the old version of you? Hey, listen, and another thing, you want to make a lot of money? Get ready to get laughed at. I'm not even joking. All right, at this point, who right now believes God, they're going to walk with him right now? Raise your hand if you believe you're going to walk with God. All right, you ready? Really quick, making money. This is super important. In the Bible, there's a guy. His name is Saul. Everybody knows the story of Saul? The Christian killer? Saul, everybody, today is the road to Damascus in this room. Saul's literally on a road. He's on a donkey or a horse or whatever he was riding. And remember, I'm not a preacher, but I know the story. And literally, he doesn't believe Jesus is real. Some of you don't believe he's real. He didn't. But Paul didn't just not believe. He was like me. He's one way, dude. Like, I didn't just believe he wasn't real. I believe he's not real so much that if you believe he's real, I'll kill you. Dude, that's a psychopath. Everybody agree? That's a psychopath? This horrible, horrible human. He's on his horse, gets blinded. Imagine getting blinded right now. I'm really hoping to blind all of you in here. When he got blinded, he said one thing, because he can't see. Guys, could you imagine right now if your eyesight got taken from you and you're blinded? What would you say? Hold on, could a human make you blind? No. Wait, who is it then? Maybe it's God? See, he goes, who art thou, God? Just like that. He said, it's me, Jesus. Son of a buck. Dang it. I've been a really bad person. And he's real. But you know what Jesus did? He took him into town, blind. Could you imagine this? Everybody listen to me. This is what it looks like when you change your life. Is everybody ready to radically change their life? Are you ready to see what it's going to look like? Watch. You ready? Saul, his name's Saul, he falls off the horse. He's a horrible person. He gets up, he's blind. All the soldiers are behind him. Remember, he's the leader. They watch their leader fall off the horse. How many of you got people in your life who already know who you are? All of you. All these people are going to watch you fall off today, get blinded. Literally, who are you? What's going on? I'm Jesus. Wait, hold up. The soldiers are behind him being like, dude, what's Saul's problem? Are we going to go kill these Christians or what? Like, we're ready for war. He goes into town blind and goes to a potter. And they're like, Saul, we're supposed to be killing some Christians, brother. What are we doing? He's like, I gotta go see his potter. And he goes in there blind, and the potter puts his hands basically on a wheel and he can feel the clay. And he says, God is about to change your life. You're the clay, he's the hands. And literally at that very moment, Saul changed from Saul to Paul. He went from being the guy that if you didn't believe in Jesus, he would kill you, to now, watch, you ready? Was his heart cold? Dude, he was so cold, dude. He was so cold. This guy, how many of you in here got cold hearts? Lots of you. You got to soften your heart. Paul, the new man, killed off the old man. That was Saul. Right now, what area of your life do you got to kill off? Watch what happened. So Saul, when he turns to Paul, he walks out into the public. You guys walk out of here right now. Everybody you know in your life, don't they know how you've acted, who you are, what you've done, how you operate, how you talk? Do you think they know? Yes or no? Yeah? When I changed my life, guess who didn't have my back? Everyone who knew me in my life. When you guys get out of here, you know who will support you? The new people you meet after you change. The people before you change won't support you. They won't. Dude, listen. Do you know the coolest thing about changing? Who in here wants an awesome circle of people? Raise your hand around you. Hey, you might not be running with them right now. Change the day in this room. Watch them start popping up. Watch them start popping up. You want a freaking awesome relationship? You want an incredible guy? You change right now and it's over. I'm dead serious. That's how it works. But watch this. Will you undergo persecution when you change? Yes or no? Be so thankful for it. Listen, when I changed, I got out. I was talking to, I think it was JP. We were talking about social media. He goes, man, I got on social media, dude. He goes, I was so excited, man. I started sharing I was praying with my kids, sharing everything with the world. All my friends told me how stupid I was. He goes, but all these new people were messaging me and telling me how I was inspiring them. He goes, dude, this thing's confusing, man. He's like, remember, JP's like, this thing is confusing. I said, I know. Imagine Paul. Are you ready, guys? Remember, psychopath for bad. Now, psychopath for good. I am wanting you guys to become a psychopath for good. That is it. And watch what will happen. Paul walked out of there. They go, there he is. That's the bad guy. He's going to freaking kill us. Saul's like, no. I come in love. They're like, dude, don't even play. Don't even play. Don't even play. He's like, no. I love you guys. He's like, dude, can you imagine watching a guy kill a Christian and now he's like, I love Christians? That's why the people that know you right now, when you change, 99% of them will not support you. Are you guys okay with that? I just need you to know, because this is where we lose people. This is where, when you guys walk out of here, right? Listen, some of you, I'm going to be honest, you have to quit your jobs. I know, you did not come here to quit your job. But you're going to walk back into your company and you're going to change, and they're going to laugh, 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 and you're going to be like, okay, time to go to a new place. This ain't going to work for me. You come work for my company, I'm going to be like, hell yeah, welcome home. Come on. This is what we do. Guys, what have I been describing to you? I said we're going to make a lot of money. Chase the man, not the money. That's all I want you to do. Do you want it to rain money on your life? Yes. Yes, I want it to rain money on you. I do. Listen, money's not bad. Everybody listen to me right now. I help people all the time. I can help people in ways that other people can't help them. If you want to help anybody, you got to have money. If your mom got sick and she needed $2 million for cancer, you can help her. I want you to make money, but I don't want you to put money above God. That is the only thing. That is it. That is it. And honestly, listen, you know what's super cool? This is so cool. Listen, guys, okay, you've ran your play. You wrote down on the piece of paper how much money you guys earn. Write down 100 million. Write it down. Write it down. Write down 100 million. If God would have told me 5 years ago that I could build the business that I have right now, I don't know that I could have believed him, even if he was in front of me. We are so stupid. Every one of you right now, listen to me. I'm walking through the transformation. I'm walking you through it. The transformation that you will have to go through to get this life that you dream of. I will tell you guys, we're going to have to kick some people out of your life. And you're going to need some new people in your life. You're going to need to spend money self-developing yourself. You're going to need to get your home life together. You got to pull your family together. Guys, you can't build big businesses like this that make this kind of money if you're not a great leader and if you don't have a great home life. Listen, do you want your entire team, your entire company to have a great home life? Yes or no? Who's teaching them how to do it? You! It has to be you. You say, it's not my job. This isn't a job. Idiot, this isn't a job anymore. This is a movement. Make your company a movement. A movement. What do we stand for? Get gear, merch. Look at my shirt. Rebel Christian. Back of it. Comeback kid. Overcomer. What do you stand for in your company? What is it? I want you guys, when you get out of here, my goal is to have you change the world. All right, next slide. Making money's easy. This one right here, I'm gonna give you some rules really quick. All right, number one, Never walk out of the room when you're in a fight. You want a great marriage? Listen to me right now. And I know you guys have screwed this up already. So write this down. Never walk out. Number 2, if you want to build a great marriage, you have to talk. I'm going to tell you what makes me and Jackie very dangerous. We don't neglect our marriage. There's a saying my wife likes to remind me of daily. It's neglect the whole world before you neglect your marriage. And so many of you have had betrayal. You've had people leave you. You've been pleasing the wrong people your whole life, and your wife or your husband have been there with you the whole time. And you don't even understand that the greatest thing that ever happened to you is sitting by your side. Thank you, baby girl. I love you. All right. So, fight fair. What's that mean? Don't be disrespectful to each other. Never name call. Listen. Guys, I get it. Listen, I never had a good example in my life. I didn't know the rules. Let me tell you what I'm good at. Once I know, then I have a responsibility to change. I don't care how you guys have been in your relationships. I don't care how you've treated your girlfriend. I don't care. From today forward, write that down. From this day forward, I am going to fight fair. I will not be disrespectful. I will not name call. Never disrespect each other. Never. And another thing is stay pure. Like, guys, like my wife, like, okay, this is like entrepreneur weekend. It's like, as an entrepreneur, you either see everything that's right or everything that's wrong in your business. I know people right now that have a lot of good things going on in their business, but all they can see is everything that's wrong. I see people that have a really good team, but every time they start a meeting, all they do is tell the people everything they've done wrong. I wouldn't want to work in that company for very long. They don't ever tell them what they did right. You guys got people in your company doing things right, like, but telling them what they do right. Yeah, there's things we can fix, but we're doing some things right, right? I watch people walk into work, see everything that's wrong. I say some people that walk into work, they see everything that's right. I'm going to tell you this. I have entrepreneur eyes. I only see good. My wife, I love everything about her. All her flaws, all her problems. I don't want to trade her in for anything. I love everything about her. I love it when even the things that she says I hate or I don't like this. I love that. Remember what I said? Jacqueline said, Andy's my mess. Write that down. My wife is my mess. My husband is my mess. Listen, anyone can do whatever they want. But for me and her, we are battle mates. Become battle mates. Write that down. Battle mates. Fight together. Fight together. You're on the same team. Write this down. Your wife isn't your enemy. Okay. Also, a lot of things. I'm going back to the talking thing for a minute. So me and Jacqueline, we date. We go on dates. We fall in love. One day you stop dating. You stop going on dates every week. How many of you in this room, you are guilty of not going on a date every week with your partner, going on breakfast every week with your partner? I know life happens. You got busy, but somebody please answer. When do you talk? Never. Talking is not, hey, did you pick up the kids? Hey, did you get this? Hey, did you do? That's not talking, guys. You know what talking is? Dude, I'm female trained. No, listen, men, listen to me. This is what makes me dangerous. Do you know women have the best intuition in the world? Guys, it's not us. I've learned that the death of all relationships is people stop communicating. It's the truth. Anytime does anybody have a top employee in their company? Ask yourself a question. Am I communicating with that top employee? Because listen to me, if they're working hard, you're over here, but you don't communicate no more, don't be surprised one day when you get a phone call that says, I'm leaving. What? Come on, man. We've been together 13 years. We ain't talked in 2 years, brother. I thought everything was good. I know you did. But I haven't been okay, and you haven't asked. Get it? One day I asked Jacqueline, are you okay? And she said, no. And I was like, oh. Well, dang, I shouldn't ask that. And she's like, I haven't been okay in quite a while. I'm like, oh. Dang, am I a freaking horrible husband. See, guys, I want to tell you something. I believe every one of you in this room are going to leave today and tomorrow, and you're going to get out of here and you're going to build a big life. I know you are. I want you to fix everything in your life. I want you to understand that me and Jacqueline have figured out that 99% of people burn their life to the ground. Not because they're bad people, but because they just don't learn how to build a great life. And we have figured it out. That's why I'm sharing it. Anyone you love, you must communicate with all the time. You must communicate. When the communication dies, the relationship's over. You know when you stop talking to your kids? Their doors close. Yeah, and then you spend your whole life trying to get them back. Don't do it. Listen, I want you to write this down. Ready? When did we stop talking? If your marriage, your relationship isn't going that great, just when did you stop? What did you guys used to do that like you guys used to just talk? Yeah, me and Jackie, we talk a lot about business because we love business. We got a great life, but really talk. Like, when do you talk? Like, is it a walk? You guys don't have to go on date night. Guys, honestly, me and Jacqueline love to go for walks. Me and Jacqueline learned that we get really close through walks. So if you want to build something really big, ready? It's going to be through communication. My team, open line of communication with them. Never lie either. Ever. Never lie. Never, ever lie. Never. And I want to say one more thing because I'm going to move. I want to make sure I get through all this. This is a big deal. Make your spouse, your partner, your best friend. This is extremely important. Most of you in here, you're sitting next to your wife, your husband, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, or maybe they're at home, and you're honestly not best friends. You're really not. I know you think you are, and you're like, yeah, we're best friends. No, you're not. Let me tell you what a best friend is, and then you can decide if you're best friends or not. A best friend is someone that you tell everything to, even if you know that like it's disappointing. Because there was a time in my life that I only told Jackie the things that I knew she'd be proud of me for, but I wouldn't tell her the things that she would be disappointed in me at. She wasn't my best friend. I didn't have one. Have you guys ever had a friend that you could tell anything to and you knew they didn't judge you? Listen to me. This next part's going to hit. When you tell your wife something or your husband and you know it's something that you're not proud of or whatever, when they look back at you with disappointment in their eyes, you'll never tell them anything again. Your best friend doesn't look back at you like that. I want you to sit down and talk to your person that you love and you're going to spend the rest of your life with, and I want you to say, I want to be able to tell you everything, and I don't want you to judge me. I want to tell you everything. I want you to tell me everything, and I won't judge you. The first time me and Jackie had this talk, I remember the next day I told her something, and she looked at me and she's like, you crazy. She's like, but I love you to death, and I want you to keep telling me everything about you. I want to learn everything about you, Andy. I want to know what you're thinking. I want to know when you're lost. I want to know when you're struggling, because I'll be the one to be by your side to save you. I got to know. I need you to tell me everything. And man, I have told her some things that like, I was like, this is going to be the one. She's going to give me that look. And she didn't give it to me. She doesn't look at me disappointed. She doesn't look at me like she's looking down on me. And that's why people aren't best friends. Would everybody agree in a relationship, you don't want to tell the other person something that will make them look down on you, right? So what happens is you only tell them the good stuff. Well, remember how I got in trouble with the FBI thing? There were some things that were going on in the office at the business that I knew was kind of wrong, but I wanted to go tell Jackie before I got in trouble, but I didn't go tell Jackie because I thought Jackie would be disappointed in me and mad at me if I went and told her. So I ended up not telling her, and then I got in trouble. Had we been closer, had I known she wouldn't have judged me, I could have told her and she probably could have helped me and I'd never got in trouble. Does that make sense? You guys want to have the best relationship in the world with somebody? There's two things that'll ruin any person's life: who they marry and not having a good circle around them. I call it the brotherhood. You guys hear us talk about our brotherhood. I run with the brotherhood nonstop. My brotherhood is everything. These guys, we hold each other accountable. If one of these guys are fighting with their wife and they call me and they're like, "Hey, Andy, I just got done fighting with my wife, man. She's not being, good right now. Things are horrible." You know what I'll say? "Dude, don't be an idiot, dude. She's your best friend. Come on, man. Are you kidding me? Dude, she loves you so much. She's willing to fight with you like this because she loves you more than anybody else has ever loved you in your damn life. Don't be an idiot. Go home. Tell her you're sorry. Call me tomorrow." That's a brotherhood. That's a brother. Now let's go have a drink, go to the bar, hang out. Screw her, dude. She doesn't deserve you. I can't believe she'd talk like that. Those are losers. Do you guys understand what you need in your life? Your home life, who you spend your life with, will determine everything in your life. And let me say one more thing on this marriage thing. Dang, this is good. And I really want the women to listen to me here on this one. This is a big one. When I changed my life, I had never given Jacqueline evidence that I could become this man that I am right now. She had no proof. She had no reason to believe that this could happen. I am so glad she believed in me. Listen, for every woman in this room, when your man decides to change, which I believe all these men in this room will change today, when they decide to change, they're going to mess up again and again. And you can't remember I said, what are the rules to marriage? You can't get historical. You can't bring up the past. You can't be like, "Yeah, but 3 years ago, remember when you did that? Hey, man, come on, dude. Could you imagine your son? Like if it was your son or your daughter, if they were doing something and then when they got in trouble, you remind them of their past? If you had a kid and your kid went and told you something that they did wrong, don't you want your kids to tell you everything? Yes? I want my kids to tell me everything, but if they go tell you and you fly off the handle and go crazy, they're never going to tell you anything again. You ruined it as a parent because of the way you reacted. You're not their parent, And so that's the thing. And so Jacqueline, the greatest thing that she did not do was she didn't cut my legs off when I made a mistake again when I was trying to change. She saw me trying. She saw my eyes changing. She saw me giving my best to self-correct. She watched it. And so because I had her by my side and she wasn't, anybody that reminds you who you used to be can't be in your life. Why is it so important who you marry, man or woman? Because when you change through life, which is the evolution of life, when you change, that person can go, "Oh yeah, but you remember when you were 19? Remember when you did that when you were 25, when you did drugs? Babe, I ain't done drugs in 4 years. Come on." Or "I did it last night. I didn't mean to. It's been 5 years. I'm sorry. I'm so stupid. I'll never do it again." You know what? I believe you. I don't believe that you're a drug addict. What I believe is what you did was stupid, but you're a smart man. Come here. You're a smart husband. You're a smart man. You're a good person. You gotta get this part. You guys' goal is to build each other up. You get it? It's you guys against the damn world. The whole world. Let the whole world come against you before you go against each other. All right, next. I got you. Next slide. All right, here we go. This is a big one. Quick. It says, kid's hero. Every one of you in here, I want to be my kid's hero. You guys want to be your kid's hero? Okay, listen to me. You got to take care of yourself. Everything that we've talked about so far, that transformation, you have to make that happen in your life right now. Every single one of you in here, I did not have parents that I look up to. If you did, that's great. My kids can look up to us. I'm going to say this real quick, and it pisses me off, but it's the truth. When Jacqueline had this hard conversation with me about her and the kids learning to live without me, like we've been living without you, Andy, even though we're in the same bed, me and you are miles apart. Even though you're in the same house as your kids, you're not the role model for them. You're not leading them. Like I didn't know much about them. I loved them. I played with them, but I didn't know what they were interested in. Jackie was the only real parent in the house. I was focusing on winning in business. Like an idiot. Listen to me. Does your wife want you to be a loser, men? No. Jackie, when she was raising these standards for me, I started lowering my standard in business because I just thought, well, if I'm going to go up here, that's got to go down. And she's like, whoa, what? I married you because you were a winner. Oh, I didn't tell you to raise the standards over here so you could be a loser over here. And I was like, I'm really confused. And she's like, and she goes, we can have it all. And I'm like, what? Scarcity. Not her, me. This thing right here that I'm talking about with your kids, I want everybody to hear me. This is super important. I was a financial father. Everybody say it. Financial father. That means I made money. I took good care of my family. But I was not a father who was present at home. Unacceptable. Not okay. I was a financial husband. Took great care of my wife. Some of you guys are hearing this, you're like, dude, this is unrealistic. This is unrealistic. You guys like challenges? Listen, man, who's going to break your bloodline? It's me and my family. Dude, I'm telling you right now, guys, I was born for this war. It is a war right now. I want some of you guys to take on my challenge. This is war. The devil does not want you to win. Period. End of story. Some of you guys are letting him win, and I'm here to tell you he is coming for you. And when you give your life to God, when you start changing all this, I wish I could tell you it was going to get easier, but it's going to get harder. I'm ready for hard. I'm ready for war. I want to fight. Some of you guys, do you guys want to be comfortable and go to sleep and lay down and be lethargic? Or do you want to rise up and build an empire? What do you guys want to do? Okay. If you're a father or a mother in this room, there's nothing more important in your life than being a great example and a role model to your children. I promise you, it is your job to make your children great. That's your responsibility. Not with just discipline. Love. It's the one thing I told you. I took everything away from my son. And I realized I didn't need to take anything away. He needed my freaking love. I was being an absolute idiot. When I fixed that, me and him got close and we've ran together every day as best friends. Cool. All right, next slide. I'm going to roll through these next ones quickly. And most importantly to all of you guys, can everybody see transformation? Can you guys see the radical transformation? All right, perspective. Everybody say eyes. Okay. You have to change the way you see the world. Everybody, your perspective will determine what your life looks like. You know what I think? I think money's fake. That's why I can get as much as I want. I think money is fake. Guys, we got a coaching company that does 6 figures a day. Guys, listen to me. Listen. This is so funny. When I started my coaching company, I had no idea what I was doing. And I told you I made a deal with God. God, I want to spend the rest of my life changing other people's lives. Help me change my life. And he says, Andy, just let me keep changing you, and you just give me the credit. And then I'll rise you up. And everybody's like, why did he rise that guy? Because God rises the broken. He doesn't rise the righteous. He rises the broken, the sick, the lost, and the willing to change. You got to have a perspective shift. All right, next slide. Super important. Let's go. All right, identity. Who do you believe you are? I know who I am. Scarcity or abundance, you choose. I had scarcity mindset my whole life as a kid. It was beaten into me at a core level as a kid. No more. Abundance. God is abundance. When you walk with God, you can have whatever you want. He will give you whatever you want. Whatever you want. Just walk with him. Trust me, guys. Next one, that's abundance. Your perspective, your identity, and the next one is your belief system, which is going to be radical belief. Everybody say radical. Radical means crazy, guys, crazy change. If you walk out of here in this room today and you heard the message out of Andy Elliott's mouth, but it was from God, and you don't change, don't whine, complain, or cry when your life doesn't end up where you want it, because it could have. All you had to do was change. The devil doesn't want you to change. You have to change. That's the game. Identity. Who you believe you are. Belief. Let's go to the next slide, please. Belief. This is huge. What do you believe? Do you believe me right now? Yes or no? Are you saying yes just because you're a yes person, or do you really believe me? There was a little confusion in the room right there. Hey, guys, listen to me. When I called this the 2026 Entrepreneur Summit, I am an entrepreneur. You guys know that, right? I started a business from nothing, and we built it to 9 figures a year in 5 years. I think that's an entrepreneur. Now, how did it happen? What's the secret? Change! Change your freaking life! That's it! Change! It's all on you. Every man, every woman in this room has the responsibility now, because they've heard the message, to change your life. That's on you now. Is it anyone else's responsibility? Is it your wife's, your husband's, your wife's, your boss, your manager, your father, your mother, anyone else? No, you. What are you going to do? This is how I changed my life. I heard the message, and once I heard it, I couldn't unhear it ever again. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching the video. You're the true 1%er. How do I know that? Because most people, they never finish. Winners live where quitters quit. Most people didn't make it to the end, but you guys did. That's how I built my life. So I want to say thank you. Don't stop. Keep up the training. Remember, I asked, share the video. Make sure that you guys subscribe to the channel so you get the newest stuff the fastest. Set up the notification so it hits you right away. And make sure you go right into another video, nowhere else but with me, Andy Elliott. And if you want to train with me, go to trainwithandyelliott.com right now, or click the link in the description box below. I'll reach out, we'll make a plan.